Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? I know y'all like, where's she at? Supposed to be here yesterday. Yeah, well, the energy is changing. What you want me to tell you? Um, this is going to be Taurus weekly update. We are rolling Monday through Tuesday. Just said the energy's changing, so the days are changing. So we're running Monday through Tuesday, 9/23 through next Tuesday, October 1st. We are in a new cycle, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know it, we are in a new cycle. And if I'm not mistaken, today is the first day of fall. So we are most certainly in a new cycle. It is time to harvest. Some housekeeping. Thank you to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. I love you so much. I appreciate it so much. Keep doing it. Keep leaving me comments, letting me know what's going on. Until the 31st of October, I'm doing private readings for $20. So, if you are interested, you can see all of my information down below. Hit me up at tarotattarot@gmail.com. I promise you I'll get right back to you. Even if I'm sitting at work. You know how we do, Taurus? Man. A lot of you feel stuck. And that I got 2 cup cards down here is telling me a lot of you are in your emotions. A lot of you are drinking because it's too much. I hear you. A lot of you are just emotional and sensitive right now because the energy is fucked up. Let me just tell you. I don't know, it seems like the month of September has been really a fucking fact-finding mission for most of us. I don't think it has netted us a lot of the forward momentum we were looking for. The energy is changing, and if you cruise around YouTube, you'll see a lot of readers pretty much I'm in the same boat that they're. We all miss readings. We all are low on energy. We're all tired. A lot of us are stressed out, and that's the energy at play right now. It's frustrating. I know particularly for us Taurus because there feels like there has been no forward movement anywhere. So even though there is movement, it doesn't feel like it. And you want to see a bull get impatient. Tell us there's some activity going on and there really isn't. Or it's really slow. It ain't fun. This is going to be 9 cards. Like I said, we're rolling Monday through Tuesday, and I'm probably going to roll Monday through Tuesday through the end of the year. So it's going to change a little bit. I feel the energy changing. Like I said, a lot of other readers, you'll notice that they're talking about and doing some of the same things. So, hang on, Taurus. Hang on. Overall energy. Bottom of the deck. Recognition and reward on the top end. Speaking of lack of motion, here's accelerated motion on the back end of your overall energy. So, let's see what we got going on for tomorrow. Prosperity begins. Tuesday, patience. Wednesday, partnerships and alliances. Thursday, obstacles and challenges. Friday, choose wisely. Saturday, light. Sunday, fertility. Monday, mental conflict, and then for the following Tuesday, the first day of October, spiritual union. Well, at least the new month is coming in, right? Who the hell knew? 1, 14, 3, 5, 7, 19, 3, 2, and 2. Changes in partnerships, changes in ideas, and whoever we're talking about, Taurus, they're going through some of the same mental shit you're going through. If you're partnered up. Overall energy from the second deck. Recognition and reward pulls the Emperor. Accelerated motion pulls the Ten of Wands. Prosperity begins pulls the Devil card. Patience pulls Six of Coins. Partnerships and alliances pulls the Knight of Wands. Obstacles and challenges pulls the Six of Swords. Choose wisely pulls the Three of Swords. Light pulls the King of Swords. This is romantic, y'all. Fertility pulls the Death card. Ain't that funny? Mental conflict pulls the Nine of Wands. Spiritual union pulls the Strength. Whew. Buckle up, babies. Buckle up. This is working shit. Fuck. And when I say work, I don't mean job work. I mean mental, emotional, spiritual work. The fuck. Which, you know, I would just really like to get back to being able to just cruise through my shit with no interruption. No major decision making. No fucked up shit going on around me. Just cruise through my shit like I was doing 3 years ago. However, I know that's an impossibility, so we move on. With the Emperor on top of the recognition and reward, this is your overall energy. A lot of you have chosen or are choosing what direction you would like to go in. This is boss card. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. When I see the Emperor, it just tells me you know the fuck you know what the fuck you know. Period. Done. And for as conflicted and as stalled out as we are all probably feeling, we still are like, fuck this, I'm the bull, and I'm going this way. Some of you are maybe tossing and turning and going back and forth on a decision. However, when I see this in your overall energy, Taurus, it's telling me you're serious about going somewhere in some direction. This ain't you done sitting around, waiting around, fucking around on some bullshit. This is your overall energy, and it's quite determined energy. You're not taking no for no fucking answer. Overall energy, and sitting on top of the recognition and reward, it's telling this is really telling me that people are going to be paying attention to what you're saying and doing, and will be interested in how you're thinking and feeling. Even people that you may not think are interested in how you're thinking and feeling, or people that you thought you'd cut off, and here they are asking you, well, what do you think and how do you feel? So this energy, this overall energy, that's what you're going to be dealing with for the next week or so. On the back end of your overall energy, the shit that's at the bottom, trying to get rid of the stress. Again, with the Emperor, you're making a decision about which way you're going. So this Ten of Wands is you're trying to whittle away at this and get rid of people, places, and things that are getting on your fucking nerves and just draining the life out of you, so you can make some accelerated motion. And this is, whether you're doing it or not, the motion part is happening. How clear you are about what you're doing will determine how well you see and understand which way you're going with the accelerated motion. Overall, the energy is moving. Whether you know which direction you're moving or not, the energy is still moving. Again, a lot of you have already made decisions. You're trying to put those decisions into motion. Others of you know you need to pick a direction. As long as you're in that energy, even if you're not quite sure exactly what you want to do, you're aware. Can't ask for anything other than that, is that you're aware, and you know, if you're not in it already, you know you need to be getting to a decision, or at least looking at decisions you may need to make about where you live, who you love, even moving away from where you are. Any of that is at play here. For tomorrow, Monday, the Devil on top of the Prosperity Begins card. Let me just preface this whole thing and say this. Right now I'm looking at the diagonal. So Friday runs our centerpiece and our challenge. And our challenge is to choose wisely. That's going to be the challenge for the next 9 days. It's got the heartbreak card on here. This is definitely about romance. And so if you've been having any kind of, what I want to call it, peculiarities related to love and romance, a lot of this is getting ready to either get swept out or straightened out. Your pick. There's karmic shit going on. Let's just kick this about. It is harvest season, so whatever you have sown, that's what you're getting ready to reap. I don't feel like anybody has sown so much ugly, evil shit that they're just going to be struck down by lightning. I don't feel that at all. I feel like a lot of Tauruses, and from what I get in my emails and what I see in the comments, a lot of you are trying your best to do the hard work. And sometimes you can't see what you've done because you're just all in the middle of it, and between the crying and sniffling and snotting and sneezing and shit, you don't know if you made a good decision, a fucked up one, or if you even made a decision at all. However, the devil in the details. This is telling me that some of you are dealing with, and this can resonate romantically or personally, friends, family, that you are making or going to be making a decision about people that you're dealing with that are closest to you. Scissors, chainsaws, axes come to mind because a lot of you are getting ready to cut some shit off. As painful as it may be for some of you to be cutting some of these people out, there's a real strong resonance for romance here. A lot of you, if you haven't done this already, you are in the process of, or you are getting ready, once you get done sharpening your axe, get ready to cut some folks off. The overall, the main slap me in my face energy that I feel right here is romance. A lot of you have put up with, dealt with a lot of bullshit from one or two people in particular. For those of you kind of on the loose dating scene where you haven't really committed to anybody, but you've been seeing one or more people, you're ready to put your foot down too. This is just across the board. For a lot of you, this is something that may have ended recently, or you may be ending. If it's a romantic relationship, you may be in the middle of ending it right now. But this is here. The twist with this, and just be mindful, this is a 1 card. If you can see the number 1 at the top of the card, prosperity begins. Once you let this go, padow, it's here. Letting this go means making a conscious decision and letting the universe know, I no longer need this energy in my life. It does not serve me. You ain't got to call no names. You can just put it out there on energy. I no longer need this energy. It no longer serves me. As soon as you get through that, you will notice the doors to other things will open. And what you don't know from this side, because you haven't worked through it, those of you that have worked through it, you know this already. You are totally unaware of what these people are keeping you from and how they're holding you back, whether it's family or romance, whatever. You don't realize what they're keeping you from. It's a major card. And like I said, for a lot of you, it's going to be painful, but you're going to have to say bye, because whatever the situation is, it's keeping you more anxious, more upset, and more anxiety-ridden than if you weren't dealing with the person. No matter how much you say you love them or whatever, the cons are definitely outweighing the pros in this particular instance. So whoever this is resonating with, you know what I'm talking about. You know whom I'm talking about. This energy may not just kick right up in your face tomorrow, but be mindful of it throughout the week. Tuesday, 6 of Coins, patience. Some of you have been turned down for promotion or some other up move, not lateral, but up. And this is work related for sure. Be patient. Time's not right. That's the only thing I can say to you. Time is not right. Even though there's a lot of balance with the 6 and a lot of balance in this card, It's the timing is just not right. For any number of reasons, it's not right. But do not give up. Particularly if you're trying to leave a place. So whether it's leaving a company or an agency or an organization, or whether it's leaving a person, I'm going to throw this out here, that you're working with on a project, or physically leaving a place and moving to another place, and you feel like you're just blocks or you're not getting any kind of inspiration to move forward, be patient. It's timing. That's the only thing I can say to you. It's timing. And that's really what's resonating out of that. That may be Tuesday. It may be any day within the next 10 days. Just be mindful. So when you get that little rejection notice in your email or in the mail, don't feel like all is lost. It's timing. And what you think you want right now, you'll find out later on. You'll be glad, actually, that you weren't involved. Period. For Wednesday, partnerships and alliances, Knight of Wands. For those of you, we're coming back to Monday's energy with the Devil card and the Prosperity Begins. Whoever your player is, and I know usually that's the King of Wands, but this is what's coming off of this card, so let me just say it. Whoever the player is in your life, they getting ready to get bounced out. But they got to come back first to get bounced out. Y'all feel me? So whoever this is resonating, it may be a younger than you person, or it may be a less mature person than you. Work that out. That it's a Knight just kind of indicates to me it's kind of immature. Look at the card. It's immature energy. So it may be even someone your own age, but they just don't act it. They're going to make a swing back around. They're not being friendly, but they're not being cold and distant, if y'all get my meaning. There's some manipulation going on with this too. That's coming back off of this. I don't know what they're trying to manipulate, if that's a word, but that's the word that came out. But whatever they're trying to manipulate, it's going to backfire in their face, because whatever has been done from your end towards has been from your heart. Whatever bullshit this person has been doing, it's been just that, a bunch of bullshit. So Wednesday, I'm just going to say be mindful of exes, or coulda, woulda been exes coming back and popping a whole lot of shit, about what you did. And, you should have done this, that, and the other, but they still kind of got their foot in the door. They're not actually letting it close. Be mindful. Because all they're trying to do is get their whole body through the door. It may look like they're trying to hold the door open, but actually they're trying to get through the door. Because they're not understanding why you're trying to cut them off. Again, this is really resonating back to this. So if you've already, I'm going to say this is probably going to apply more to those of you that have already gone through this within the last couple of weeks. If you just blocked, deleted, hung up on, whatever. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's popping up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. They're going to make an appearance in grand fashion. Let me just throw that shit out there the way that I see it and hear it. In grand fashion. Because they want you to know that they are there and they are there to see you and take care of business. It's not flying. Don't fall for the bullshit, Taurus. Just don't do it. They're going to make it sound like everything is gravy, everything is good. I'm telling you now, it's a bunch of bullshit. When we get to Thursday's energy, again, it's plodding through this fucked up energy. Obstacles and challenges, trying to move out of the choppy into the calmer. As you work through this energy the next 8 or 9 days, you're going to feel just like this. You're going to feel just like this. Like you are just in a boat and, oh God, why? Just why? All part and parcel for what's going on in the energy of play right now. Those of you that are finding a lot of obstacles, this is the same energy just kind of reworking itself. If you feel like you're having a lot of obstacles and challenges just in your job, not moving or leaving, none of that, but just in your regular day-to-day job, if you feel like you're having a lot of obstacles and challenges, it's taking time, and it's going to continue to take some more time for you to swim out of whatever. This feels like a lot of supervisor confusion, not necessarily related to you, but whatever somebody else or whatever other group of people are doing that's upsetting your apple cart as far as your day-to-day workflow. So be mindful of this. Nothing that you can't deal with, but it's a pain in the ass because it's shit you've done before, and because other people didn't listen, you end up doing some extra shit again. Just be mindful, the energy is there. Friday, your centerpiece, your challenge, same energy, same fucked up ass energy. For some of you, this is resonating back to an old relationship. Somebody cheated on you, and again, could very well be this person here with the immature energy on the partnerships and alliances. Choose wisely, because a lot of you have options in front of you. You got people. If you're a girl, you got 3 or 4 guys in front of you. But there are things in your head that are going, no, you're too young. No, you're too immature. No, you don't make enough money. No, you don't even have a car or a job. But there are people in front of you. So you've got options. The thing is picking the right option. And more importantly, picking the right option for you. You do not, I'm going to just tell you, if there's somebody lurking around from your past that really hurt you, and I mean this is the full intent of this card, it really fucked over you, and it may be an air sign, or it may be somebody with air qualities in their natal chart, heavy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, I'm going to tell you to walk away. Even if you can't see what you don't see. For some of you, let me, because this is popping up. For some of you, you eventually may go back to this relationship. However, we're dealing with time. And the timing for this it's not right. It's just wrong. That's why you haven't been able to get your hooves into this, and you haven't been able to just nail it down for what it is. The timing sucks. Not the time. You may be able to come back. And this is this here. And this. Same thing. And it's definitely one of them twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call them, type relationships. Right now, your objective is to choose wisely. And the thing to steer clear of is anybody that fits this description. Anybody that has bothered to stab you in your back, your heart, your ear, your eye. Do not, talking to me too, do not go backwards. Just don't. Timing is wrong. Anything you're trying to do within the next 90 days with this person is just wrong. It's going to blow up in your face. It'll be some shit that'll work right for about 2 hours, and then after that, all hell break loose. So be mindful of that. Those of you that don't necessarily have this intense energy, but you can just kind of tell of the group that you have to choose from, you might see some of the possibilities here. You might want to turn around and walk in the other direction. I'm just saying, and don't be mean. Don't go with the, well, fuck you, no. Because I can feel this got some tendrils in it. But right now, timing bad. So your obstacle, your challenge for the next week or so is to make sure you're choosing wisely, particularly love and romantic relationships. Friday's card with the King of Swords, on top of the light card, back to business. And for a lot of you, once you get through with this other little bullshit ass energy up here, this is what this is about. Just the facts, ma'am. Nothing but the facts. Fuck it. Business, no chaos, no confusion. You grinding down on what you need to do, what needs to get done. And all of that, just shining your little light. But by getting here, by doing this, by just strictly business, you will see some light at the end of the tunnel. How about that? A lot of you, like I just started the reading, it feels like you're not moving. By the end of this week, I'm going to say you should see the little buds coming off the flower. That's the best picture I can give you. It's not going to be the full flower in full bloom, but you should begin to see the little buds. And that should help at least take some of the worry and anxiety off of you, like everything that you've done in the past 6 months has just been a waste of fucking time. You should see some light. I'm just going to put that there. But definitely a lot of you are going to get it right back in order, especially where romance is concerned. If it's been interfering with you working, however that's resonating, that's going to end soon. Saturday, that you got two ends of the spectrum here, this is definitely transformation, period, end of discussion. Death and fertility, damn. Can you get any clearer than that about life? The fuck? Transformation. As you are killing off something, and again, I'm back up here with this energy, God damn it, there goes something new. Who knew? What the hell? Do not be afraid of what's new. A lot of you may be, the hell is that? What the hell is that? It's something new. It's something you ain't used to. But within the new, you will begin to see some of the things that you're looking for. So, for example, if you've been looking for somebody to bring you candy and flowers, pa-dow, here it is. But they're going to be wrapped in a different kind of package. I'm just saying. Hitting the weekend, and this whole little period, I'm going to say, is about transformation and less about the actual transforming and more to the point of the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. Because you got the full spectrum right there. Death and fertility. What's left, really, besides the beard and the chips? Nothing. So, it's not about the process of transformation. It's about the transformation really being done or complete, and the butterfly coming out of the cocoon. That kind of energy, just like here, I'm telling you, getting back to business, you begin to see. You ever seen a rose before it actually goes full bloom? They're actually little buds on the stem. Yeah, that's right. You right there. Right there. For Sunday, with the 9 of Wands and the mental conflict, some of you may be struggling still with decisions, and this has got less to do. It has, for some of you, this may have some romantic implications, still clearing old energy, but encountering new energy, meeting new people, potential partners. You may still have some mental fogginess because you're coming out of some bullshit. A lot of you, even though I don't see my 4 of coins on the board, you may still be guarded a bit because you got a lot going on up here in the una cabeza. Don't let your mind set on fire. Don't over-exaggerate the fire in your head. It's just life. Situations, they come, they go. Some are more painful than others. But it's no need to blow anything out of proportion. Keep it moving. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Just don't get stuck at all. And if you are able to keep the momentum going, you should be able to get into the new month looking like this. You got the Strength card on top of the spiritual union. That's back to the choose wisely. Whomever it is you're considering heavily, and however that's resonating with you, and not the 3 of Swords person, but whomever the new person, new energy is, it's going to require some strength on your part, especially if you're coming out of a situation where you're feeling like your self-esteem is a little low. If this is reversed, that's what that would be talking about. So for those of you that are feeling a little low on the self-esteem reserves, here I come to save the day. Again, the package might not be your usual package. Might not be the thing that, you used to looking for. 7 feet tall and 290 pounds and just tall and beautiful and great. It might not be that. Might be 5'11", a little chunky, but coming with the roses and the candy. So keep your eyes open, Taurus. That's the best thing I can tell you at this point. Keep your eyes open. Keep your mind and your heart open. I know I feel everybody's pain with the heartbreak and the regret. It's there. And the reason that it's there is because it's harvest time. It's time to clear that shit out. Get the chaff from the wheat. Get your harvest and move along. A lot of mental energy on the board with the swords, especially during the middle, towards the end of the week. Get out of your head, Taurus. Get out of your head. There's no need to be all caught up and just over processing everything with the Emperor card up in your overall energy. You got some direction. You know what you're trying to do. It may not be crystal clear to you at this point, but you know what you're trying to do. Let the stress, Ten of Wands, let it go. The Six of Swords down here on the obstacles and challenges. Things that you're holding on to that you know you need to let go. Let it go. Looking at that Devil card and that Knight of Wands. A lot of you are dealing with toxic people, especially in relationships, and you just haven't dealt with it because dealing with it takes you out of your comfort zone, Taurus. I'm telling you, go ahead and deal with it. If you don't, it'll deal with you for real. I know it's hard. I know you may want to lay out in the damn floor and just go, why me? But you are in a new cycle. So watch what I tell you. By the end of October, for a lot of you, your life is going to look completely different because you will have let some of this go. This is not, the energy that we're in now is not like it was at the beginning of the year where nothing was moving nowhere. It just felt like you were just spinning your wheels. This is definitely moving. So just sit tight. Make the decisions that you need to make. You've got the strength here to do it. You may have to get cold and frosty on some folks with this King of Swords here. You may have to shut some folks out. It ain't personal. It's about your own, it's about self-preservation. You can't do shit for nobody if you're not getting fed. And if the people around you are not nurturing you in some kind of way, emotionally, being supportive in any kind of way, it's time to let them go. And even if they call themselves being supportive and all you feel is a damn energy drain every time you get around them, time to let them go. Let's see what the Oracle cards have. Taurus for the week. Cloak yourself in light. Let go. Uh-oh. Instant feedback and body talk. I'm going back to my my old Oracle cards just for a change. Doo-doo. Cloak yourself in light. And that just landed on top of the Devil card. I'm not surprised. But the tricky week, so do this, because this will work, because you'll see it and you'll actually visually be doing it. Before you leave the house, go into your bathroom and cut the light on. Stand in your mirror. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Ask the universe to cloak you in light. Cut the damn light off and get in your car and go where you're going. You don't have to do it every day, but it would help if you did it every day. But just at least do it one day so you know that you have cloaked yourself in light. I'm saying in the bathroom because that's usually the best light in the house. But just get into a ritual or a routine of just doing it so that when you feel yourself get ready to bounce up on some bullshit, you don't feel like you're just getting clobbered. The universe will help you that way, I promise. Let go. And I'm going to add the it in it. Let it go. But let go. Let go. A lot of you, and I don't know, I say this all the time, I don't think people believe me though. I'm going through the same shit you're going through. Trust me. Let it go. Just let go. Everything does not require the bull to control it. It's some shit we can't control. So just let go. Do your best this week to just let go. Make whatever decisions you need to make and then let them go. Do whatever you need to do to handle your business. It's King of Swords down here. And then let go. Let your foot up off the gas and just coast. The week is going to be stressful enough just dealing with the personalities and the people that you're going to have to deal with. So just fuck it. Let it go. And at the end of the day, if you need to come home and get a cocktail and sit down and watch the news or Barney Miller or whatever the hell else happens to be on TV, Friends, whatever, let go. You don't have to be in control all the time. It's the feedback. You got ideas, especially about people and cutting people out. I'm going here like that. Get with your posse. You know what I'm talking about. Not the group at work. Not them. I mean them folks you grew up with that know your ass. And get some instant feedback on what you're trying to do. Body talk. And that landed, that square, right here on top of the choose wisely. When it comes to choosing wisely, listen to your body. Because your body will tell you some shit your mind won't. If the hair is standing up on your arms or back of your neck and you talking about boo-boo, probably time to let boo-boo go. I'm just saying. If you get the warm, fuzzy feelings when you start talking about the dude down the hall or the girl down the hall, might want to pay attention to that. Body trying to tell you something. Your intuition, your body will never lie to you. You just got to know how to tune into those frequencies so you can tap into them regularly and know what's going on with you and what's going on around you. Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good week. Energy's changing, so hang on for that, but it's all good. We are making progress. I promise the end of October is looking glorious. I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.